talking to John Sebastian about Mississippi John Hurt. What do you got there, John?
Well, this is another tune. This time it's in G, and this was one of his signature tunes and one of the ones that famously caused people to ask who was the second guitarist on this tune. So he would start with this kind of mama's little baby figure. And I know Happy plays it a little differently and lingers a little bit on that. John used to do that too. And after he got that going, so that's the frame.
Spike Driver Blues. Beautiful.
This is Avalon's My Hometown. It's one of John Hurt's tunes that he did in E. And I love it because it can really get a crowd going with that thumb thing. And then you bring in the Avalon's my hometown, always on my mind. Avalon's my hometown, always on my mind. Pretty women in Avalon, they want me there all the time. Avalon's just a small town, ain't got no great big range. Avalon's just a small town, ain't got no great big range. Women in Avalon, they sure can spend my change. And this tune goes on a little longer, but the fact is that I love the reference to Avalon, which I did visit, and which is a store and a house. It's, of course, the tune that made it possible for all of us to find John Hurt and to hear him play eventually.
Hey, do me a favor for the guitar playing public over there. That repeating riff that you play around the E chord.
Yeah.
Could you slow that down and break it down a little bit so
Yes.
people can see what the thumb deal is?
Yes. So what I'm doing, the two elements are this recurring octave thumb idea, and then rolling off of the open G onto an open B and open E. So it's going. And that's just so. There's the bottom. Here's the top. Hard to do without doing the other part.
Happy Traum, what are you going to play for us today?
So one of my favorite John Hurt songs is his Monday Morning Blues. One of the reasons I like it so much is that it's got this great little line. It's in the key of A, and he always did this sort of what we call a long A, where you got this A note here at the top on the first string, and you're barring the second fret there to get that A. But he goes to a D. The thing starts on your D, the 4 chord, and he goes up here on the 5th fret and 7th fret, and he uses this great cool little open string before he comes back to the A. I'll just play that one time for you, you can see what the thing sounds like all together, and then I'll come back and break it down. Woke up this morning. Woke up this morning. Woke up this morning with the Monday morning blues. I couldn't hardly find. Couldn't hardly find. Couldn't hardly find. Monday morning shoes. That goes like that for about 20 verses. But this cool thing starts on the 4 chord. And then sliding up into this A. But of course keeping that bass going the way John Hurt did all the time. The other thing I loved the way John Hurt played was he would put in this little first finger note here before he pinched these. That little motion. Then you can come up to this. Bass line, which is really typical of the things John Hurt did when he was in the key of A, coming down to this C sharp to a C to a B, then a little hammer there. So Monday morning, and then instead of doing a full turnaround like you might hear, he just did this little. So once again, I'll just do the whole thing real slow here.
Hi, I'm Steve James with a brief demonstration of Mississippi John Hurt's Casey Jones. We're in the key of G. When you listen to John Hurt's original, he's capoed at the 3rd fret, so he's in B flat, but the arrangement is in the actual key of G. we use a G chord, a G7 chord, a C chord, a big A chord with a high A up here. Remove your fourth finger to get the F sharp in the melody. A D chord. No need to play this high F sharp. It's not in the melody. And back to G. The bass line is on the G chord with a hyperextended thumb, 6th string to 4th string, with Mississippi John Hurt's favorite lick, the occasional introduction of the 5th string. The C chord, simply the 5th string and 4th string, C and E. The A chord, similarly 5th and 4th string, A and E. The D chord, also the 5th and 4th string in the bass, A and D. Pedaling that A through the changes from A to D, also very Mississippi John Hurt. And then we're back to G. When you play the D chord, to transition back to the G, that 5th to 4th string bass line with the B on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. The melody. As usual with Mississippi John Hurt, this is a workout for your little 4th finger jumping around there to get all those.